And I'm bad like the Barbie. I'm a doll, but I still wanna pop.
And discussing about the unaired pilot of the Thundermans, which originally dated in October 2012, which was filmed. This episode is non-canon as the official pilot in Avengers of the Babysitting. And just so y'all know, I'm going to point out like way differences after this review, so stay tuned for that. Without further ado, grab your snacks, grab your drinks, whatever, and please enjoy this video. So Thunderman and Whipra, which is the original name for Barb's superhero name before it changed to Lightning Girl, are two ex-superheroes whose children also have superpowers. The family moves from Metroburg to a new house because the Hero League makes superheroes retire at 40 years old. They try to be a normal average family, the Thundermans. For a 13-year-old Phoebe Thunderman who has 12 powers, Oliver is a boy with an IQ of 212. Billy and Nora are two siblings who are always getting in trouble. Alright, so I'm going to put a clip in of the original Thundermans theme song. So here you go. Now we start off with Phoebe calling Cherry for her to come over. So Oliver is now waiting for a supervillain award.
Nation?
It's not a lair, it's my room. And stay out of it!
Phoebe's about to leave to go to Cherry's house, but her mom takes out her whipper and whips the door for her to not go, telling Phoebe that she needs to babysit Billy and Nora. Now, y'all, this is just like the Adventures of Babysitting, but it's slightly different. Phoebe in this original pilot has like 20 superhero powers, which is definitely crazy. While everyone else has one power in their family except for Phoebe. In the original, instead of the parents going out to dinner by themselves, they go to Oliver's school nomination thing, and they just spent the B plot in school. Yeah, that was weird seeing the picture frame like that without the little penguin and the sound effects and those costumes. So Cherry comes over, he has the same actress, and Billy starts weirdly checking her body. So then Billy and Nora go to Oliver's lair, and they start messing around with some stuff because kids are kids, and they find this device that can explode Pluto.
Don't you look up his number. Don't you call it. Don't you let it ring. Don't you hand that phone to Heiko.
So when Billy and Nora act in control, Phoebe has no choice but to use her superpowers in front of Cherry, and Cherry, of course, is in complete shock, and she just asks Phoebe what is going on. Phoebe stutters and tries to explain and try to lie, but she can't think of any, so she, of course, freezes Cherry, just like in the original pilot.
You froze your friend.
I know I froze my friend. I can't believe.
So in the B-plot, Barb and Hank believe that Oliver's invention, it seems dangerously evil, and Barb tells him that just the thing they thought that they got, his villain phase over with. But it turns out this invention is a trash disintegrator, and they are completely shocked. And I'm going to show y'all the funniest scene that I laughed my ass off watching this pilot.
So, is there anything you'd like to say?
I can't believe you doubted your own son.
So they try to erase her memory, but Phoebe can't do it to her best friend, so she tries to stop it using her only powers, 20 powers. So then Phoebe finally tells Cherry the truth that her and her family are superheroes. See, Cherry, she's more like excited to find out her best friend's a superhero. So excited she wants to text everyone that she is, convincing Phoebe that this will change her life and they can finally be popular. But Phoebe doesn't want to be popular because she'll think everyone will think her as a freak. She also tells Cherry that she feels different from other people and in her own family. And here's the funniest scene that I've laughed.
Powers.
Okay, we get it. You're special. Ow!
Phoebe tells her parents that Cherry knows about their secret, and they're so disappointed. But Phoebe likes that she told Cherry because she thinks of her as a freak. But Hank tells them that they need to pack their bags. because she told Anansu of their secret, but Barb tells her husband that that's why they moved here, so they could have a normal life.
You and your friend in bed by midnight.
Oh my gosh!
The episode ends off with Hank flying up to go get more hot sauce, and that's how the episode ends. The pilot is set 6 months after the Thundermans moved to Hintonville. Jack Griffel was not available for the casting of the pilot because he was on hold for another Nickelodeon pilot, but the pilot was remade because the writers thought it would be better for Phoebe to have a twin brother. Phoebe was originally going to be 13 instead of 14 in the official pilot. And Cherry was kept in the same as Phoebe's best friend in the official pilot Adventures in Babysitting, but actually knows that the Thundermans are superheroes. Barbie and Hank were less strict with allowing Phoebe to tell Cherry their secret and did not mind Oliver, Max, becoming a supervillain. The Thundermans' home looks different than the way it is now. The pilot was filmed completely different. The Thundermans' home that isn't yellow, and the dinner scene was taken into place in an actual room in the household. Presumably the living room. The setting in the living room had everything Halloween related, the danger sign, all that in Oliver's room, the green furry light and skull, etc. Whereas the final version, there was no decorations. Instead of it was just a plain yellow wall. The original age for the characters were Oliver is Max 17, Phoebe 13, Billy and Nora 11 and 8. Cole Campbell was mentioned in the official pilot as well, but not only in the pilot, his name is Cole Coulson. And we actually see him in this unaired pilot, because we've never seen him in the entire series. He's like mentioned once in the pilot, but that is it. Phoebe originally had 12 superpowers that weren't used in the final version of show's magnetism was one of these powers, which was changed to telekinesis, and freeze helmet, which changed into freeze breath and hot breath. And Barb was going to be an ex-superhero named Whipra, who used to have a golden whip. Barb's whip is incorporated and mentioned in Who's Your Mommy. Colosso, which originally was going to be named Dr. Colossus, and a villain who is friends with Madam Web and Scalostro. Dr. Colossus was described as a lab-coated bald guy with a scar, goggles, and Madam Web was described as a vampira-type woman wearing a black web-like evening gown, and Scalostro was described as a lizard man in a tux. Madam Web, Scalostro, and Strong Door were incorporated as supervillains in the official series. Mrs. Wong was originally going to be called Mrs. Fong and owned a taco restaurant instead of a pizzeria, and she also has an American accent in the pilot, and also she's way nicer. Alright, my smileys, that concludes today's video. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I really enjoyed making this and watching this episode unaired, but I hope you like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll see you all in the next video.
But I still wanna party. Pink felt like I'm ready to bend. I'm a 10, so I pull in a 10. Like